Wow. The GOP passed the Parents' Bill of Rights today, and after reading why Democrats disagree with it, my only conclusion is that they're after your children. There's no other way to put it. This bill does several things, not just one. It forces the schools to tell the parents what they're teaching their children. It forces the schools to tell the parents whether or not your kid got into a fight today. Why you got to go to Congress for that? It forces the schools to tell the parents whether or not they're going to have their kids seen by a nurse or a gender affirming psychiatrist without their consent. And I'm not making this up. The Democrats say the bill does not actually help parents support their children at schools. They're openly admitting it. I got a couple of stories for you today. First, from this sick ass bird. I'm going to read this and a couple of other things too that this bill does. And I wish they did this like 10, 15 years ago. We probably wouldn't be in the situation we are in now. Secondly, from the Detroit Free Press, Michigan's Governor Gretchen Whitmer, our favorite lady, or however else she identifies as right now, is repealing the right to work, which means that you are now forced to pay your union fees. And the first 9 words out of her mouth, I'm not making it up. Today we are coming together to restore workers' rights. You gotta love the Democrats. So, in case you're new around here, I am about to do a news speed run. I'll take a couple of stories today. I'll compile their details down in the Cliff Notes. And if you want more, down in the description box will be links to where I found my articles. Having said that, House passes the GOP's Parent Bill of Rights measure opposed by Biden. The legislation would require school districts to publicly post information about the curricula for students, including providing parents with a list of books and reading materials available in school libraries. And listen to how the liberal media frames this like it's a bad thing. The House passed GOP sponsored legislation Friday, and they got to put that out there because most people will read this and say, why is this bad? Aimed at providing parents with more information about their children's education, marking the congressional Republicans' foray into culture war battles taking place across the country over what's being taught in public schools. How dare the parents know what the schools are teaching? The Parents' Bill of Rights Act would require public school districts to publicly post information about the curricula for students, including providing parents with a list of books and reading materials available in school libraries. The congressional action comes as an elected Republicans in states across the country have been intensifying a push to ban some books or press the limits on teaching about issues about racial equality, sexual orientation, or gender identity. Now, why are they doing that? Well, your form of racial equality is to shit all over white people, and you call that equality. Your sexual orientation and gender identity is basically saying that you are going to identify as what they say. And we're going to make sure that the parents don't know about it. Under the measure, schools will be required to offer at least 2 in person parent teacher meetings annually, and school boards would be required to hear feedback from parents about their students' education. We have to go to court for that. We have to go to Congress for that. Let's do a couple of more. Schools would be publicly disclose their district budgets, as well as the budgets of each school, including revenues and expenditures. They would also have to notify parents of violent activity occurring at schools. Like, why do I have to know? Like, dude, if my kid got into a fight and you're not going to tell me about it? And in an effort to protect students' privacy, the bill will also require parents to consent before any medical exams, including mental health or substance use disorders to screening, taking place at schools. And I'm going to read this statement before I get to the next one. This is what they say. The administration does not support H.R. 5 in its current form because the bill does not actually help parents support their children at school. Moreover, instead of making LGBTQI plus students feel included in their school community, it puts them higher at risk. How? Tell me how. Tell me where the parents knowing about what the kids are learning about is going to somehow make it worse for gay people. I'm sorry, like, I don't understand it. If you would make sense with it, then I would go with you. But this sounds like more like you want to brainwash the kids and make sure that the parents don't know about it. The second one's quick. Whitmer repeals right to work, reinstates prevailing wages in Michigan. Governor Gretchen Whitmer signed into law Friday Democratic bills to repeal Michigan's right to work law that currently allows workers in the states to not pay union dues or fees. I mean, like, honestly, why would you say that you're coming together to restore workers' rights when all you're doing is taking away people's rights? That's all the Democrats ever do. And I swear to God, 2024 isn't coming close enough. It isn't coming quick enough. I want Trump to win. I want DeSantis to win. I want anybody but not Biden right now. I swear to G. But this has been Joshua Chirac. I hope you like. I hope you subscribe. Thank you for your time.